What is up, guys? This is DR Mandrake, and today I'm about to show you the build that I use for Cube and Dungeons, just like Chaos Dungeons. First of all, I would like to let you guys know that the main role of the Devil Hunter class on a Cube is pretty much like a support damage class. It's not like a heavy focus DPS. Pretty much your role is to stun, do AoE damage, and freeze your enemies so the DPS could take down the enemies quicker. Right, so let's go ahead and take a look at the skills that I use. I'm gonna go ahead and already reset it, and let's go one by one. First one is Spiral Chaser. You wanna level up that to 7 to get the 2 tripods. Exposed Vital is you need to get that one because you want to provide that 50% chance crit buff to your party quite often, since it has a low cooldown. I also like to use Focus Fire because once you freeze your enemies, you can use your Q, your Spiral Chaser, and follow up pretty nicely, so you get nice damage. You can also use Light Steps as well if you want to get that mobility. It's pretty useful, especially on the bomb stages. So you can choose either one. I like Focus Fire and Light Steps if you don't have that much agility. And let's go ahead and take a look at the second one. The Grenade is pretty nice for Cube as well. You level up that to 7 points as well. You get that wide explosion, so you have a wider range of explosion when freezing your enemies. This is a must too. You must get the Frost Grenade as well. So you can choose Wide Explosion or Exposed Vital, so you can get that 50% buff as well as crit chance. Either or is pretty good as well. Next is Equilibrium. Equilibrium is the next one. You're gonna max this skill. This is a must too, because it has a nice AoE damage and crit as well. So you're gonna choose Exposed Vital, so you can get that 50% debuff as well. Shooting Range is the one that I use the most because it increases your attack range by 20%. You can also go for crit chance 30, but you know, that's like going overboard a little bit. I will say that's overkill. You get a lot of crit chance with this skill, and if you use Spiral Chaser as well and the grenade, so you already have like 45%, maybe more, and 30 plus what you have is like 100% crit. If you want to get 100% crit, you go for this one. If not, you can go for attack range, it's 20%. And Purge, you want to get that 360 AoE damage, you know, because as soon as you do Purge, you go and you have this. Alright, let me summon a boss real quick here. You want to get, like, if you have monsters, you see, you don't, there was a lot of shots fired there that had crit, but if you use this, oh, hold up, if you use this and this, like, it's like almost all crit. Let's continue. If you get this, for example, right, if you get this, then it's for sure all crit. Alright, so let's continue. This is what I use. You can use Vital Shock or attack range. Death Fire is the next one. You want to max this out as well. It's a really nice skill because it does a lot of AoE damage, gives you mobility, crit, and crowd control as well. You're gonna go for Sharp Attack, 40% crit chance, Cold Bomb, because you want to be freezing your enemies a lot, especially on the Cube, you know, when you get those main bosses. Invade and Conquer, so you can have that mobility and go forward, go backwards. You want in and out is useful, as well as a dash when it comes to the bombs floors as well. So you want to get Sharp Attack, Cold Bomb, and Invade and Conquer. Alright. Next is the Last Supper. You know, this is the max damage shotgun skill. You want to max this out. I usually use Quick Prepare because since you don't have like that much damage in the cube, you want to have this more often since this is your main skill of damage, especially when you freeze your enemies. And I like to go for Execution since you're going to be moving around a lot in the cube. So having Execution gives you that mobility for the skill that you need. And Auto Fire because you definitely do not need more destruction. Alright, so like once you freeze like your enemies, you can go and do damage. Alright, let's go ahead and continue. Next is the Spiral Flame. Yes, Spiral Flame. You're gonna max that out as well. Max this out here. And for this, you want to get Cold Bullet as well. Because you wanna, that's another skill that you're gonna use to freeze your enemies, alright? So you wanna go Cold Bullet, Rapid Bullet, right? And you wanna go Blast Wave, because this is what you need to freeze your enemies. So once you get this, you freeze your enemies, right? Rapid Bullet not only increases your speed, the bullet speed as well. It also gives you the possibility of you moving around your rifle a little bit. Like, see, you can aim and move it a little bit just in case they moved. Alright, let's go ahead and continue. The next skill that I like to use is Aim and Shoot. It's pretty nice. You're gonna get 7 skill points here. You're gonna get Rapid Bullet and Stun Effect, because this is another way of having a crowd control in your build. You want to get Rapid Bullet because it's a pretty slow skill if you don't get this, and Stun Effect, so you can stun your enemies, right? They stun for 3 seconds. You do this, they freeze. You do this, and you go freeze again, and freeze again. So you have that like non-stop crowd control as a Devil Hunter. The next skill and last skill that I use is Perfect Shot. You want to max this out. You want to get you can get Magic Control because it consumes only 50%, like half of your magic, pretty much your MP. You don't need steady posture, but you could, I guess, especially when you get those big guys that will hit you and mess you up. You don't need enhanced penetration for cube, since there's not a lot of destruction in there. So pretty much you want to go Magic Control. You want to go Enhanced Shot, so you get 30% more damage when you do Precise Zone, and Precise Shot, so you get that more max damage, right? So that's it, guys. That's the build that I use and the cube. It's pretty much like crowd control focus, but it's pretty handy when you like CCing or your opponents quite often. Like, you're staggering with this, you're freezing with this, you're also freezing with this. Once you freeze, you can do this, that has mad damage as well. You have a shotgun skill, that's your main source of damage. Crowd control here too, crowd control here too, and damage here as well. So it's pretty much is balanced out, so you don't lose damage. So you still be dealing a lot of damage, but it's more focused on crowd controlling. Alright guys, I hope you enjoyed this build and it comes handy to you. Thank you so much for watching the video. This is the Mandrake Tea Party Guild. Thank you for watching. Bye bye.